To the second episode of the Millennial Monologues podcast, where we talk about anything and everything related to the millennial lifestyle.
Millennial lifestyle.
We are your hostesses with the mostesses. My name is Alyssa.
And my name is Lexi.
Yay.
And my voice is a little raspy today. I'm getting over a cold, so.
You sound disgusting.
Thank you. It's not as bad as your voice. Your regular voice. It's pretty manly. We had to change that pitch a little bit because mine's a little deeper this time. But yeah, so I'm Lexi. This is Alyssa. Second episode. So our topic of discussion for today for this podcast is cheating. So we have lots of stories and stuff playing out for you guys today on cheating and what it means to cheat for millennials, how it's different from today's lifestyle versus, I was going to say yesterday, but I meant like our parents and older generations. Yeah, because it's totally different from today than yesterday.
It's way more common, if that's what you mean.
Because of technology and everything like that. So, and also, you guys can call in. So we have a number if you guys have any cheating stories, or if you're a cheater, I'd love to call you out. So our number is 972. Our number is 972-884-0816. And you guys can call in and just, we'll have a conversation with you guys and we'll have some fun. So...
yeah,
let's get at it.
All right. Well, last episode, we kind of towards the end teased the idea of this new way that people are cheating nowadays, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. But for now,
heck yes,
we could start with some of the simpler stuff, like maybe dancing on somebody at a club, like the stuff that like could have innocent intent, but then some people take that the wrong way. I mean, what is your opinion about doing stuff like that? Is that cheating to you?
I'm glad you said intent, because I think when it comes to cheating, it's all about intention. So if you don't have the intent to cheat, but you're doing some, things that you shouldn't be doing, it could be considered cheating. But if your intentions aren't cheating, like if you're texting the opposite sex and you don't think you're cheating,
or the same sex, no judgment here.
I mean, yeah, if you could swing multiple ways, then yeah, I think it all has to do with how your relationship defines cheating, because every relationship is different.
Yes,
and and nowadays we have open relationships, and we as in us, like, but I mean, yeah, I think overall you could be in a relationship with someone for 2 years and have your ground rules for cheating, and then you're in a relationship, the next year, and you guys are more open to it, and well, not open to cheating, but you're more open to, you can text
multiple
other people,
at once
you
or
can
something,
you can dance on other people, and you have different definitions of cheating.
Yeah, well, definitely. I think it definitely depends on the relationship, but that's also, it depends on what kind of person you are. Depends on like what you're looking for out of the relationship, whether you're looking for commitment or not, stuff like that.
Also, how like insecure you are. I know, like a lot of the times, like girls can be really insecure
for some things, like texting somebody else. Like, is that what you mean? Like more of it is like if someone's like like if you're dating, a girl or whatever, and like that girl's texting some other dude or whatever, like, and you're like, what's happening? Like, okay, calm down, like just a friend, like that kind of stuff. Is that cheating to you to text other people? Like other guys?
If I text another guy?
Yeah, if you text another guy, is your boyfriend gonna be mad?
Are we friends? Have I known him for years? Or is he some guy I just met? Are we working on a school project together? I think it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Because, like, I do text guys, but, like, I'm not like, oh, my God. Like, like.
One more time?
Oh, my God.
Okay,
why is it when I hear that all I think is Joey going, how you doing?
How you doing? We'll get to, yeah, okay. So here we go.
Yeah.
Like in Friends. Yeah. Like in Friends. We know what happened.
We were on a break! We were
on a break. Were they? Oh, you don't watch Friends because you're a freaking weirdo. So basically, like, okay, what happens was
She did this to me with The Office in the last episode.
because you don't watch good TV for some reason.
I don't really watch TV
God,
to begin with.
Can I get a new host, please?
Why
Ricky?
are you?
No, I stay over here for a reason.
Ricky, get over here.
Oh.
Love me.
I'm kidding.
Just
Okay.
because I have a weird taste in TV shows.
The worst. So basically, what happens in Friends is the two of the main characters. They're dating each other for a long time. I don't even know how long they were dating, really, but it was for a while. Basically, he loved her like all since high school. Like all this stuff was happening, whatever. So finally, they get together. Something happens to her. He was like insanely jealous of this dude that was working with her. In his defense, he was definitely trying to get with her. It was like obvious, but she was like, "Oh my God, Ross, like, what the fuck?" So then, anyways, pretty much like they got in all these fights about it. And then she was like, you know what? Maybe I just need a break. And then he like walks out of the room and leaves. So it's like, were they necessarily on a break? I mean, yeah. I mean, she said it, right?
Yeah.
Then he goes out and like sleeps with some girl like that night, like 3 hours later. Then like they try to get back together. No, listen. Hold on. Okay. They try to get back together in the morning. And then she's like, you're a completely different person to me now. Like you cheated. And he's like, whoa. I didn't cheat. We were on a break. You said it. We were on a break. And she's like, oh my God, you're a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. You know, whatever.
Wait. So what did she, when she said they were on a break, did she do anything like with that guy? Like did they have a thing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of. So what happened was, okay, so they did that. Then that night she called him to come over, or maybe he just showed up. Something happened to where he was there that night, but they didn't do anything. Like he was just talking with her. Yeah. And then Ross like called her that night before he went and slept with that girl, and she was basically like, oh yeah, like I'm so glad you called. And then like he heard the other guy's voice in the background and was like, oh my God, is that him? Like and hangs up. So it was very up in the air, but it becomes this whole thing throughout the whole series, like whether or not he cheated or not. Yeah. So what do you think on just that terrible summary that I just did of that scenario?
I'm going to be real. If you're on a break, you're on a break. Like, whatever you do on your break, like, that's a break. Like, you're not cheating.
I think it's unfaithful, but it's not cheating. Because if he was truly committed to her in the way that he thinks he was, he wouldn't have done that.
I think if you really love someone, and also, like, morals come into play, too, like, it depends on the morality of the situation, your integrity.
He should have been at home crying. Like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
Go home and cry.
Right, exactly.
What do you got to go to somebody else for?
Like, I would say technically it's not cheating, but if you're in a committed relationship and you can easily just switch over to someone like that.
Yeah, exactly, because they were dating for so long. If they were dating for like a month and he had already like, whatever, but they were dating for so long and then that happened, and then he apparently loved her since, he was, 8 or whatever, and, I don't know. That's a tough one.
I think the phrase on a break screws him immensely, because if you're with, like, I've been with my girlfriend for 8 years. If we got into a fight and she said we're on a break, I'm not going out and sleeping with somebody that night. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's
you're
not
committed to her. Like that's what it's about.
Like I built a life with her, and it's yes, we're not. We haven't got married yet, but that is what it is. But it's one of those things. I'm not going to run out tomorrow and be like, oh, you said we're on a break. No, I couldn't do it. Like I'm not.
No.
Now, if it's a guy that he doesn't care and he's like, oh, I'm going to break, and he's going to do whatever. His morals are very different. So,
exactly.
And that's
He's got 1 in 10 in 1 in 10 only. Right. And it's to get his. That's what it is. So
it all has to do with the amount of respect that you have for your partner. Like if you have no respect and you're just gonna go out there and do that and then use the excuse, we were on a break. I mean, then. You know what?
Then you know what? You don't even love me, so go away. Forget it.
I say move on. I say if you're in a relationship with someone and you guys go on a break, I think the point of a break is the fact that you're not breaking up because you want to work on your relationship, but you need time for yourself. You need to work on yourself and maybe not so much focus on them, but kind of work on things and then go back to each other when you have, that maybe that week or two. But if you're out doing things with other people,
you've already moved on.
Having some fun, like that's a breakup.
That's
and just
move on to me. That's moving on to me.
Move on.
Yeah, I don't like all that.
Yeah.
But I think, you're right. It does go on the intent. But I think that every relationship, like you need to set boundaries and ground rules about what's okay and what's not okay at the beginning. And if you know each other and like, okay, because you don't have to say, okay, I would not appreciate it if you kissed somebody else. Okay, like, duh. But like if you know the person well enough to be in a relationship with somebody, you probably know what their morals are like and what they consider like what is okay and what's not. So I think that there's definitely like obviously the aspect of betrayal involved when something like that happens. But there is, you know, there's I mean, it happens all the time. There's so many apps nowadays that you could use to cheat. Like Tinder.
Oh yeah.
I knew one girl once who she was in this relationship with this guy for like 3 years. She had a promise ring from him, like all this stuff, whatever. And one day she finds the app on his phone. And she's like, what do you have this for? And he's like, oh, it's been there since, you know, before we started dating.
The classic excuse. The classic excuse, yeah. My friend downloaded it to look at his profile one time.
Yeah,
and like,
whatever.
I never deleted it.
Sure he did. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, basically she was like, all right, you know, ends up snooping through his messages, obviously. Turns out he went and like met up with some girl. We don't know if anything happened. I mean, let's be real, something happened. But, you know, what do you need that for? Like, I'm right here. I'd so much rather just be dumped out of nowhere over a text than be cheated on. Like, to me. I mean, that is like,
Ryan, take notes.
Break up with me. First of all, I'm married. Like, I'm not worried about Ryan, okay? I am not worried about Ryan. I'm just saying, like, in general, I would so much, I mean, dump me. Please, dear God, just dump me. I don't want to be cheated on.
That conversation has been had in our house.
Yeah.
I've said,
I mean, just break up with my ass.
If you're going to go that route, just break up with me. Because if I find out you cheated on me, she will hate me way more than I hate her.
Ryan and I had this conversation about
You're Ryan and you?
We should preface, we both have partners named Ryan, but we had this conversation about killing each other because we were
How would you do it?
Do tell.
We were watching a documentary called like Women Killers, and these women would, instead of breaking up with their husbands or boyfriends, they would kill them. So I was like,
that they could fuck somebody else?
So I was like,
I'm confused.
We were like watching this and we're like, so babe, like if you ever like want to break up with me, like don't kill me, like just break up with me.
I'd rather not die, but I'd also rather not be cheated on.
Because I watch too many like killer documentaries. You have to
you're a psychopath.
Anyway, can you just please not kill me?
Just don't kill me. Just dump me. I think there's a common medium between cheating and killing.
Yeah.
Dumping is that common medium for sure.
Yeah.
But there are so many apps you can get. You can do Tinder. Like, okay, so there are literal apps for cheating.
The calculator app.
So this is the thing we were talking about when we were discussing how, like, the new ways that people are cheating on their partners or their significant others, whatever. So basically what's going on is there are these apps where you can like hide pictures, you can hide text messages, and it doesn't look like it's like a secretive, you know, app. Like one of them is called Fake Calculator, and it literally looks just like the calculator app on your phone, but when you open it, you type in a password and then it unlocks this folder of whatever you want it to. It could be pictures of stuff, it could be screenshots of messages, it could be, you know, whatever. Yeah. So there's that one. There's another one called Tiger Text, and basically, like, it's same situation but with text messages. And then there's another one called Fox Private Message, and this is the one where
I can see. I feel like we're doing more harm than good because right now I can see
guys
we're, like,
at home like,
ideas. They're like, "Hold on, what was that again? A reverse Fox Private Message."
Like, oh, I should download these. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, but there's one where like if you're suspicious of your partner cheating and you walk in and they like shake their phone really quick and like everything disappears and you're like, what was that? You're looking, you can't find anything. That is that
Fox
private message thing. Yeah. It's
you
a real
shake
thing.
it?
So you're on your phone, you're texting some bitch and you shake the phone and it goes away. Like that's it. It disappears.
Why don't you just press the home button and then that?
Because then you could double click the home button and then it pops back up. But this one
so
apparently
the app
doesn't
developer, the developers purposely made this.
Yes.
For cheating, like for
I mean,
you to
probably
instantly
not,
get out of it.
I mean, I don't know what they made it for, but I was reading this article and it basically said like 5 apps you don't want to find on your partner's phone is basically what the article was about. And this was on there because it's probably not for cheating. Who knows? But it's definitely useful if you're a cheater.
I was watching Shark Tank, and there was one like app developer on there who was promoting an app for cheating, and they really said like it's for cheating. I wish I knew the name of this freaking app, but like it really was one, and all of the sharks said no because they're like, I don't want to be promoting that. Like I'm a family man.
I'm gonna find this one. Hang on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Ricky,
it really is.
Get us that name. All right. I don't know, but okay, I have a good friend of mine who fell victim to one of these apps. Would you like to hear the story?
I mean, I feel like you're going to tell it either way.
I'm going to tell it either way. You're right. So here we go. So, shut up. So basically, one of my really good friends, she was dating this guy for years, like years. And they started doing long distance, and that's already hard enough as it is. You know what I mean? Long distance
That's the test. That's the test.
It is the test, but it's like, I mean, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Long distance is just terrible. Nothing good. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. No, fuck that. Long distance sucks, okay? So
it can work if you really love each other and you have a plan for your future.
It worked. I mean, I did long distance for, 8 months or so, and it was terrible, but it worked, whatever. Either way. They were doing long distance, yada, yada, yada. Every time she would, like, go back and visit him, like, whatever.
Yeah.
So he starts hanging around this girl a lot, and they're friends. They work together, whatever. She wasn't suspicious at first, but then he starts, like, posting a lot of, like, social media posts about this other girl, and then every time she went to visit him, nothing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, like, whatever. She basically tells him, I don't like this. Like, stop hanging out with her. And he's like, okay, yeah, I will, whatever. Then the next time she goes to visit, she sees all these pictures of her on his phone, and she's like, I want you to delete those. He's like, okay, I will. Anyway, long story short, goes back again.
I love how she's just like, can you delete this? But like,
I mean, she should have been like peacing out at that point, right? But they put in so many years in their relationship. Obviously, you can't throw it all away for just like one like suspicion. I don't know. Anyways, basically what happened is she finds this calculator app on his phone. She opens it.
Suspicious, like so suspect. You see a calculator app on their phone.
Okay, the fake calculator.
Like if he's not an accountant, you know something's up.
If there's two calculator apps on your phone, one of them is fake. Okay, like one of them is this vault thing.
One of them is created from Apple, and it looks very much like the calculator everyone has.
Right.
The other one looks
legit,
weird,
and the other one is scary. And so basically, like she opens it, and there's all these pictures of this girl, and it was the same pictures that she told him to delete. And he was like, yeah, I deleted them.
Were they nudes?
Okay, no.
So that's
weird. That's the even weirder thing about it was that they weren't. Like,
so
it was just pictures of her from like across the
those.
room. It was like selfies of them. It was like weird stuff. And I was like, what the hell? I feel like
Like
I'm getting a little
dating
bit too detailed about it, and I feel bad now.
Like all their cute couple photos he was hiding.
Yeah, pretty much. And, who knows if he ever physically cheated on her, but I definitely think there was some emotional cheating involved. Like he definitely had feelings for somebody else, and so she broke up with him.
So let's talk about that emotional cheating. Do you think that emotional cheating is just as bad as physical cheating?
I think it's worse.
You think emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating?
Yeah.
Okay, I think physical cheating is way worse than emotional cheating.
No.
I think this could be a Team Lexi versus Team Melissa, right?
I think it is. I think that's exactly what it's time for. So basically...
I love that open.
So, okay, they're both obviously bad.
Right.
We'd all prefer neither.
Right.
But go ahead and, okay, so why do you think physical cheating is worse?
I think it would hurt my heart more if I were to, just walk in and see someone that I was with having sex with someone else, or see someone kissing someone else, or I don't know the circumstance, but it would honestly break my heart to see someone that you love doing something intimate with the I honestly, it's so cringy to think about, because that physical thing, there's an emotional intimacy with being physical with someone, whether it's kissing them or whatever, that it's your person, and you feel like someone else is taking that from you. And I don't know, it would hurt my heart so much to see that.
Well, yeah, duh. I mean, no one wants to see that.
Right.
No one wants to be cheated on in either regard, obviously.
Right, but with emotional cheating, I feel like that's not so bad, because sometimes you can't help your emotions, and you can suppress that.
Yeah. Okay. So I disagree. I think you can definitely. Okay. So here's why I think emotional cheating is worse. Because if you're putting yourself in a position where you're allowing your heart to be open to somebody else,
right? Yeah.
Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? You can't get close enough to somebody and develop feelings for them without consciously knowing that you're putting yourself in that position. Hanging out with them a lot, whether it be, talking to them all the time. I mean, it doesn't matter how the feelings are developed, but if they're developed at all, you're allowing yourself to develop those feelings. I mean, you're putting yourself in that position to where, you know, and the whole physical cheating thing, that really could be just pure lust. Like, it doesn't always have to be emotion involved.
But I think there could be, because at some point they had to be texting or calling or something to where they had to be like, oh my God, like, you're so sexy, like, blah, 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 blah. Let's meet up, and then they meet up.
No, not necessarily. You're some dude or some girl, if they wanted to cheat, could go to a club, find a random person, and do something in the bathroom with them. You know what I mean?
But they were emotionally cheating in their head, thinking that they're sexy. So they
no.
I think so. Yeah.
No, emotional cheating is worse because you're developing feelings for somebody. Like, that's all relationships really are, is like friendships, but with physical activity, of course, but then also just heightened emotion.
So
like heightened
if Ryan said like that he had sex with a hooker, but he's like, but I didn't love her, but I had sex with a hooker.
Okay, either way, if someone cheats on me physically or emotionally, like, it's done. Like, that's the one thing I can't forget.
But your heart would be more broken if you realized that he was like texting one girl for 2 weeks straight.
No, if he left me to pursue a relationship with somebody else, that would hurt me more, I think.
Oh, wow.
Then just,
I'm Team Alyssa on this one, for sure.
Ricky loves me.
Sure. Like, don't get me wrong, if my girlfriend cheated on me, we're done.
Right.
But if she were to sit there and say,
boyfriend,
I met somebody, I'm in love with them, I would be demolished.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would go from angry, angry being cheated on. Don't get me wrong, we're done. We're done. Right. Get out, take the dogs, you're gone.
Take the dog. No, I'm keeping the dog.
No, she can have both. It's that. But if she were to sit there and say, I'm in love with somebody else, she'd be getting out, but it'd be a whole, like, it would be, I'd be crushed. I'd be a pile of soggy nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I think of emotional,
both are bad.
When I think of emotional, though, I think of like being on Instagram and doing hard eyes on someone's selfie and being like, oh, you're so hot. Like, I see that as emotional cheating.
That's pure lust to me, because hot, like, beautiful and hot are different. Like, if someone calls me beautiful, I'm like, oh, so sweet. But if someone calls me hot, I'm like, you just want to bang me. Like, you know what I mean?
So nice, thank you.
There's a difference. Like, shut up. There's a difference, though. Like, they're both bad. Duh. I think that emotional cheating is worse because there's feelings involved. Like, you're actually like trying to pursue something at that point. You could just kiss somebody and it mean nothing. Like truly, it's still bad. It's still breakup worthy. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But to develop feelings for somebody to where you're questioning your relationship that you're already in,
but that
you're
could be lust
allowing
too.
Yourself.
That could just be like just lust of just being like. Just like emotionally, like.
But if it's one without the other, like, because if it's physical, then it's.
I don't know what I'm doing with my hands.
I know, I don't either. I'm like all over the place. No, but it's I like if it's physical, then for the most part it's less because that's what being physical is.
Yeah, but physical, I think physical kind of has that part of that emotional with it because like if you think someone is kind of like a shitty person and you're still like making out with them and doing all this stuff with them, like there's some
that could happen.
There's some inkling, there has to be some inkling in you that is like that you like this person, you know? You can't just like be doing that with someone that you just don't like at all.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
maybe I'm just a different person. Yeah. I don't know.
You could definitely, if you think they're hot enough to be like, you know what?
But they're like,
screw it, let's do this.
But they have like different political views than you, and
no one thinks about that. Okay, I'm talking. We're at a club. We're drunk. Someone gets a little, what's the word?
Handsy?
Frisky.
I like handsy.
Handsy and frisky. Someone's feeling some type of way. They could just go take care of that really quick.
Some type of way.
They could take care of that really quick and have zero emotion attached. You know what I mean? And like that to me is still terrible and breakup worthy. Yeah. Yes, for the millionth time, they're both bad. But I'm just saying to develop emotions for somebody else, like to develop feelings to where you're like, okay, you know what? I know I've been in this relationship for like a year, but like now there's this other person that, wow, just really like, wow. I mean, that's worse.
I don't know. If you walk in on your husband with the nanny and he's going to town on her, woo!
People are bougie over here. I don't got a nanny. Nanny
well,
for what?
I'm
For me?
talking about like years down the road. So if you guys agree with me,
both are bad.
Let me know. Let us know on Instagram. Let us know in the comments on Facebook Live.
Let us know on YouTube.
I want to know who's Team Lexi, who's Team Alyssa.
I'm gonna win. I lost the last one, by the way.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, how much?
Pretty bad.
Oh,
really? The throw blanket thing. No one thought it was a party foul to use the throw blanket.
You know why? Because we love blankets.
It was like 30-70.
We like a good, soft cashmere blanket.
Anyways, the point is, emotional cheating is worse, and I know that I'm right on this one.
It's physical. So anyway, Alyssa, I have something to say.
Okay.
Change
What
it real
is
fast. Leave it at physical.
All right, next topic. Damn.
No. I was just thinking, you see your best friend's boyfriend / husband, whoever, partner, girlfriend, if it so may be, at like out to dinner or at a club or something with another girl. Do you either confront him or do you tell her, or are you going to be like, are you going to say anything?
Do I personally confront him or should other people?
Or is it none of your business and you don't say anything to anyone?
It depends which friend. Because if I'm like super close with that friend, oh yeah, I'm going up to him.
Yeah.
I'm going up to him real fast.
Yeah.
But if it's like some girl that I like kind of know,
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, it's not really my place.
Yeah. I think it's always your place.
And again, some people might like know about it and like have that dynamic. You know what I mean? Like who's to say?
True.
No
That's
judgment.
true.
Like who's to say that like that's cheating to them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to be like, hey, that's not your girlfriend. And he's like,
just so you know, this is my cousin. And then you look real dumb.
Are they from Kentucky?
No, they're like out to dinner. They're like eating dinner, and you come up and you're like, hey, that's not your girlfriend.
Yeah, but you know by the look on their face. When you walk up, you're like, hey, Frank. And he's like, hi.
Hey, Frank.
And he's deer in headlights.
Yeah.
And
Or
he's a
like,
good
no, you know he's toast.
yeah.
He's
You
a
have
good
to
liar.
admit, though, that's kind of an awesome face to catch somebody in.
It is.
It's kind of fun to
Have you
catch.
ever?
is.
Oh my God! Wait, have you ever done that, Ricky?
Yeah.
You've caught somebody.
Yeah. It was just after college. My buddy had been dating this girl for like 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
and I hated her
Ooh,
on
that's
every
even
level.
better.
So we're all
Better.
out to dinner, and I see her, and I'm like, huh. So I decide like she doesn't see us. There's
Yeah.
3 or 4 of us together,
Oh,
and my buddy is
snap.
like, dude, are you gonna go say something? I go, oh, not yet. We're gonna wait and see what it is. I wasn't sure of the situation. I wasn't sure if it was
Oh no.
what
you
it
know,
was.
brother.
As soon as I saw them holding hands, I was like, game on. So I just walked
Get
over.
her.
I walked over and I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm like, hey man, what's going on, dude? And she looks at me and she literally just like shattered glass.
Like she saw a ghost.
She's dead to rights. And he's like, do we know each other? I go, nope, but that's my best friend's girlfriend and I'm gonna let him know. And he looks at her and he goes, wait, what? He was pissed. He was pissed. Turned out
Any
she'd been
good
dating
person
both of
would
them
be.
for 6 months. She'd been dating both guys
love it.
for 6 months.
6
Well, I don't love
months
that, but-
is like most people's longest relationship.
Then it turns out a month after they break up, she's knocked up, doesn't know whose kid it is. Now, my buddy didn't have to worry because he couldn't have kids. He did not know that at the time. He did not know that at the time.
Wow.
But there was zero chance it was his.
This is a lifetime
Oh, it was
movie.
messed up. It
This-
was
this is a
totally messed up.
lifetime movie.
Somebody write this down.
Like it was real. With the look on her face, awesome.
I
wish
live for that.
I wished I had because I didn't have a cell phone at the time. We didn't have. I would have loved to. I would have recorded it.
You would have
I would
Snapchat
have
that.
recorded it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That would have been viral, like World
For
Star.
sure.
World
World
Star.
Star.
I live for
Remember
that.
that show Cheaters? Perfect.
Yeah.
Dallas
Oh,
Space
yeah.
Show.
Wow. Lexi, have you ever caught anybody like that?
Have I?
Have you?
Ooh, I think she has.
I feel like she has.
Honestly, no. But
Lies.
so
Lies and slander.
I do this
From
thing.
your laugh, we know you did.
Let me tell you, it's not in person, but I do this thing where if a guy is being gross to me, like online, like he slides into my DMs, what I do is I screenshot them and I send them to his mom.
I love you. That's awesome.
So like instead of
Oh my.
Jen Marbles does. Not Jen. Jen Marbles does that.
I love her.
She does that.
She's
I know
so
other
cool.
people do it, but
Her
I
and someone else do that. Yeah.
Oh.
I have this thing where like I love confrontation and I love
I do
calling
too.
people
It's the
out.
best, yeah.
But it's never happened in person, but like if I know a guy has a girlfriend or he's dating someone or maybe he's just a nasty guy and he sends me something, and I'll screenshot that, send it to his mom or his grandma. I will
mom.
because I'm a detective. I will go on his Facebook.
What do you say? Like what do you
I will
say
say-
to the mom?
I will say like
your son is gross? Like what do you say?
I'll send the picture and I'll go like, "Hi, you don't know me, but this is what your son is sending to women that he doesn't know. Just want to let you know that this is the person you raised. Have a great day."
You should do it to like girlfriends and cousins and I mean everybody and anybody because that's literally there's I think it's Jen Marbles, maybe not her, but there's a woman online that does that. She gets so many and dated with them
Yeah.
that she literally started sending them to anybody on his friend list. And she said within a month, guys stopped sending her stuff.
The first time I did it, I didn't send anything.
Flabbergasted.
Well, what I did was I scared him because he like sent me something in like the comments. And what I did was he like sent me something in the comments or in a DM, and all I put was, I don't think Mary would be happy that you sent me that. And it would be like his mom's name. Like I wouldn't send her anything yet. I would let him know that I already went through your stuff and I know who she is. And I'd be like, I don't think Mary would be happy. And he'd be like, what? How do you know my mom? And I'm just like, I'm just gonna let you know. Oh, by the way, like your grandma, like Clarice, who lives at this street. Yeah, she like it's almost like
you have not given an address.
I am crazy.
Has help come yet?
Send help, send
help, please. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he may not even have a girlfriend. It might just be a weirdo, just looking for love.
But the thing is like
weirdos need love too.
But you shouldn't be disrespectful to someone. Like I only do it if they're disrespectful.
Cheating. Like is like, do all of these people have girlfriends? Like do they? Oh my God, that's terrible.
Is it for inappropriate comments or inappropriate photos?
I don't get photos because I'm not like that. But like, if
you don't have to be like that for some random guy to send it to you. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know your life. He could just send you something.
That's true. But yeah, if there's like a comment or anything like that, or they're just like DMing me, like, also like it's pretty obvious on my social media that I'm taken. Like I write everywhere I'm taken. So if you go through the process of looking at my profile and then messaging me, you're just disrespecting my boyfriend. So at that point, I'm just like, I don't think Mary would be too happy. And when you call out someone's mom's name, they get scared.
That's a good point about like people not respecting other people. Like the whole, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. Okay. It kind of does though if you're a good person. Like
it absolutely does.
Yeah. Like I'm sorry that my goalie is pretty good. He's pretty thick. He's gonna guard all this. So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. No.
You're not going 5-0 there.
No, you're not gonna. Nope. I don't like when people say stuff like that. Cause I mean, yeah, you're disrespecting another guy. What about guy code or girl code or vice versa? You could go either way. I mean, what about all that?
If you're a trashy guy, you don't care or respect anybody. You don't care about guy code or someone else's girl or whatever. You're just trying to see if you can get with someone.
Guy code only applies to your guy friends.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I'm not girls. I'm not saying to you girls. I don't know your guys.
Right.
I don't. care. Yeah. I don't care two craps about your guys.
Right.
I don't know them.
Yeah.
So guy code doesn't apply.
You're right.
I'm like that with all girls. Like if I don't know a girl and I know that someone's doing her wrong, and I know it's not his cousin or something. Like I know for a fact that he's doing her wrong and no one is telling her. I will slide in her DMs and I'll tell her.
All right. Well, that's pretty.
It's pretty bold.
Yeah,
Internet justice warrior.
No kidding. She's fighting crime left and right.
We got a whole new show here.
I look out for my girls.
Wow, all right.
I look out for girls.
Lexi's internet justice
Sometimes
next week.
Stuff takes weird turns, and here we are. Thinking we're going to talk about cheating, but we're just talking about defending. Our stranger friends.
You wouldn't defend a stranger?
No.
I only do that because I would hope that someone would do that for me. Like I'm nice to people.
People aren't nice. People are not going to do that for you.
Sure, they're not. But you know what? I'm still nice to people regardless if they're going to be nice to me or not.
That's good karma, though, at least. Maybe. Or it's bad karma.
How would that be bad karma?
Well, because, I don't know. Whenever you're sending, addresses.
Okay, I haven't gone that far.
Someone's going to start stalking you or something. Someone's going to get your address and you're not going to be too happy. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, this weird Lexi girl started to hit up my mom, so here we go. Oh, good God. I don't know. I just think in general, like, cheating is so subjective to the relationship that if you hit up some random girl, like, oh, my God, your boyfriend hit on me, like, she could be like, oh, we're actually okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
so,
I totally agree. I was just saying,
business.
like, if you know, like, for a fact, like,
that they're exclusive and they don't do.
I'm not saying I do this all the time. I've honestly like never
seems
done.
Like you do it all the time.
I'm saying I've never done that before, but I totally would. Like I don't know. I like calling people out.
All right. I like confrontation.
Heck yeah, you do.
Sorry.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Like, no, not really. Sort of. No. In middle school, like, I was like, dating this guy. I mean, you can't really date in middle school because where are you going to go? Like, the park? You know what I mean? Like, ooh. But I was like, in this, like, relationship with this dude, and he, like, cheated on me with my best friend.
Oh.
But it was cool.
Was it emotional cheating?
Yeah, because there's no physical things in middle school, hopefully. Not
nowadays, they are.
That's gross.
Holding hands.
Oh, no.
They are.
Eye contact.
I'm so glad I don't have kids. I'm so.
Oh my God, me too. Gross.
Yeah.
No, but I couldn't there was no. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, it was emotional cheating because there was no physical anything going on in middle school. Like, I really don't even think I ever like pecked that guy. Like ever. I don't remember. But basically, like, my friend and I found out because we were like hanging out and like we were both texting him. And I was like, why are you texting him? And she's like, why are you texting him? I'm like,
that's so awkward.
No, but like really, why are you texting him? Like
you guys should have swapped phones and had so much more fun with it.
Yeah.
Well, we did kind of mess with him a little bit. We did kind of mess with him, like, because we actually went on vacation together. Like, her family took me to like their lake house or something, and so we were there. And we were both texting him, and I was like, why, like, what are you texting him about? And she was just like, oh, like, we're talking about this. What are you guys talking about? And I just thought they were friends, and she just thought that he and I were friends. And then we actually got to talking, and because I was like, yeah, like, he's just, so sweet and stuff, and she's just like, yeah, what do you mean? And so then we just found out while we were on vacation, we weren't mad at each other at all. Like, we were just like, I mean...
That's how it should be.
Because we didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, we were, it's middle school. It's not like there was no social media, so it's not like we were, like, posting stuff about it. Like, she probably genuinely, like, didn't know that he and I were, like, I don't know. I mean, we were close, but whatever.
That reminds me of that movie with Kate Upton where, like, the three women, like, find out that they're all...
The other woman or whatever. Yeah.
She's, like, married and then all that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Yeah, like, I mean, it was... we just didn't know. But yeah, we found out and it was cool, whatever. And the thing is, that guy went on to cheat on so many other people all through high school and after. And in fact, one of my best friends now dated him while we were in high school. She and I weren't friends in high school, but we're really good friends now. Either way, she dated that guy when we were all in high school, and then he cheated on her too.
Surprise.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheaters are cheaters to me.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
For sure. For sure. I don't think I've ever known anybody to only cheat on somebody one time, ever. Maybe like that person one time, but then they'll break up and then cheat on the next person. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went and cheated on like all the people ever. And we were just like,
I can only hope that if someone's a cheater that they get cheated on. Like, get their own taste.
Yeah, you'd think that would work. But like, I've seen couples who like, they just... Like, one person would cheat, then the other person would cheat to, like, get revenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then it's a never-ending
cycle. And then another person cheats,
like...
and then they're just, like, cheating the whole time, and then finally they break up because they were like, oh, wait, this might be not okay. And then they break up, and you're just like,
this isn't normal.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Like, okay, good for you. I've seen that happen multiple times, like, with tons of different relationships where, like, someone gets cheated on, they're like, well, you know what? I'm going to go, do something. And then, they go out and cheat, and then they're like, well, now I feel worse. Well, yeah, and then like, because now you were a victim and now you're not. Yeah. So, like...
The best is when they broadcast it on Facebook. Like, the girl is like, oh, my God, like, just so everyone knows, my boyfriend is a cheater. And then, like... and I'm like, yeah, I live for this.
No, you're just making yourself look stupid. Yeah. Like, just delete... Like, and then take away your relationship status and move on.
The kicker is they get back together.
So yeah. And then they delete those posts.
Just so everyone knows, I love him again. But he's not a cheater anymore. And then they get in a fight. Just so everyone knows, he cheated on me again.
And you know what? He did cheat the first time. Yeah, we know. We know.
Such a millennial thing to do that stuff.
It really is such a millennial
thing. I would never
to be posting and broadcasting
I would
never
do that stuff either.
No.
I would never do that. I would never do that. Like, this guy, like, okay, that's just embarrassing.
If my life really was that horrible, I still wouldn't even be posting that on Facebook because I don't want people to, like, look at me like that.
If my life was that horrible. Oh my God. Oh geez, that's a rough one. I've seen posts like that all the time. Like even from adults too though. Like sometimes adults, and when I say adults, I mean like our parents. Like sometimes like people our parents' age are worse with social media than we are because they don't understand like common like courtesy on social media. It's just for uploading pictures. Like you upload a picture, like picnic with the family. It's not about like, this guy, tag him. Like
I just want everyone to know that my son's father is a terrible father. And they like go on this rant, and I live for it. I get a bag of pretzels, and I'm like, yeah, let's go, ding ding. And then he comments, and I'm like, yeah, here we go.
Refresh his profile.
Are you like waiting for the little thing that typing? Wait. Are you waiting to see more typing?
I wait, and not only that, but I screenshot and I send it to my friends. One time I was at the gym.
Terrible.
I was running on the treadmill, and something like that happened, and I stopped, and I was like walking while reading, and I was like, yeah. And then his family started commenting, and I was like, Aunt Betty's in the house
because someone cheated.
Well, no, the mom, so they weren't together anymore. It was like a baby mom and a baby daddy. And she just kind of like called him out for not being in her son's life. And so he gets on there. I guess she thought that like he wouldn't find the status. And he started defending himself, which like is totally worse. Like if I saw that about myself, I would just let it go. Like, because it's more embarrassing. It's more embarrassing for him to comment because then all of her friends are like commenting on his stuff.
The piling on really starts to happen.
And then I'm just like sitting back like, yeah, let's go.
I've seen something happen like that when like someone cheated and they straight up tagged. It was actually a guy like got cheated on. So he tagged the girl and was like, I just want to let my whole entire family know that this girl who you loved and wanted me to marry, like slept with somebody else last night. And I've got proof, and all this stuff. I walked in on them, like whatever it was. And like the family of like the guy starts commenting like, oh God, my poor baby. No, it was the family of the guy. So they were like, my poor baby, like F you, tagged her. And like, you're out of our family now, like tagged her. And I'm just they're savages. Like, and I'm tagging her.
I'll never comment and I'll never like, but I'm always in the background going, keep it coming.
Keep it coming. That is terrible. I honestly,
live for those statuses.
When I see stuff like that, I unfriend those people.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta keep them around. You gotta keep them around.
I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta do it. Nope. And I won't do it because I can't handle that kind of stuff. I honestly am just like, what has the world come to when I see stuff like that? Because I'm like, okay, if you get cheated on, it's terrible and it's emotional and you want to deal with it and you want to try to like get over it and process it and move on and find somebody who won't do that to you.
Right.
So do you think the healthiest way to go about that is to post a Facebook status?
Heck no.
I don't think so either.
But they do it anyway and I love it.
God, what is wrong?
So I've been cheated on. I'll tell my little story.
Tell it. Tell me right now.
Okay. So it was this guy, and his name his name rhymes with Mandrew, but I'm not gonna say his name.
Right. Just out of respect.
out of respect for this guy.
We'll call him Bruce.
Right. Rhymes with Mandrew, but okay, Bruce is good.
Sure. Yeah. So Bruce. Okay. I picture like a shark with an accent right now. Like, my name's Bruce.
My name's Bruce. Anyways.
Fish are friends, not food. That was really bad.
That was the worst impression of Bruce I've ever heard.
So I go into class one day, and he's there before me, and there's like
is this college or high school?
This is I don't want to give too much info.
Oh, okay.
So it was preschool. So
okay. No, it wasn't.
So I go into class, and we had like first period together, and I go in, and there's like these people like all around him like talking, and I come up, and people are like, Lexi, like hey, like kind of like poking fun at me, like, and I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, okay. And then he like looks over at me like he's so embarrassed. Like it's almost like this, like it's that look where it's like that.
I'm afraid.
But everyone is like kind of cheering him on, and he had this hickey on his neck. And everyone thought I had given him this hickey as his girlfriend. So
naturally.
So all of his friends are like, Lex, like getting it in, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm so embarrassed. But the thing is I had to like kind of, I didn't play along, but I was just kind of like what is going on?
Like you're giving him the eye, like what the
It's embarrassing either way, like, because I didn't give it to him, so
no, you should have called him out right there, like, that's not from me.
No, because that would embarrass me, because then all
his friends would have been like, whoa.
Well, it wasn't even his friends, it was just like the classroom people.
Oh, okay.
And so then after class, we got in the hallway, and I'm like, dude, what is that hickey from? And he explained to me that
I burnt myself with a curling iron.
Please tell me he said vacuum cleaner.
No, even worse. he goes, my friend came in from town from Oklahoma, and I haven't seen him in like 5 years. He got so excited. His friend, like his guy friend, and he was like, we were just clowning around, having fun. We were wrestling, and he started sucking my neck as a joke. And he gave me a hickey, and I said, dude, I have a girlfriend. She's going to see this and get so mad. And he's like, but babe, I swear, it wasn't another girl. It was my friend. It was my friend. And I'm like, you mean to tell me that your friend gave you a hickey because he was excited to see you? And he's like, I haven't seen him in 5 years. As if that's like,
as if Oklahoma is so far. You haven't
seen him in 5 years? Okay. Well, I just made up Oklahoma, but like.
Okay.
He hadn't, it was like as if we hadn't talked in years and we're 30 and we see each other. And I'm like, Alyssa! And I just start. That was his excuse. And So me being,
I would like kick you or something.
Me being the naive little girl, I was like, okay, I'll give you another.
High school.
I was like, I'll give you another chance, or not even a chance. I don't even know. I was like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. So,
okay.
So, like, we stay together, but this whole time, he's, like, taking his neighbor to school, like, being all friendly with this other girl. That's his neighbor or whatever. So, anyway, we end up breaking up. And on Facebook, he blocked me off everything after we break up. Because sometimes people do that when they break up. Like, they block you, whatever.
But they just don't want to see, like, how happy you are without them, you know?
Right.
Naturally.
So he blocked me, whatever. I broke up with him, so I didn't really care. My friend goes, hey, have you seen Bruce's Facebook? And I was like, nah, he blocked me, so I don't know. And she goes, well, he went straight from in a relationship with you to in a relationship with Alyssa. Like some other girl, like Alice, whatever.
Sandra.
Yeah, Sandra. And I was like, what? She goes, yeah, he never.
Is that the neighbor's friend? Is that the neighbor's name?
Yes, it was the neighbor. So he went straight from in a relationship with me to in a relationship with her and never went single.
So no, like single, yeah.
No, so like after I broke up with him, he was like, well, I already got this other girl, so I'm just gonna get with her.
But what about your guy friend? You like to suck on your neck?
Yeah, whatever happened
to him. Tell her about him, because I would have.
Yeah, right.
Feel like when random things show up on his neck.
Yeah, you know. No, it was from the neighbor. It had to be. It was her the whole time.
I honestly laughed it off, and I was
door.
like, I am not surprised. Classic. That was probably the girl that gave him the hickey, so.
The girl next door.
The girl next door.
Typical, man.
Yeah, she was like 17.
Couldn't even go down the street. Just had to go right there, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never been cheated on after middle school. I
that you know of.
That I know of. Well, yeah.
You've been
true.
with Ryan for so long, so.
Yeah. So I mean, you know.
You haven't really
would have had the chance.
You haven't had time really to been like.
Yeah, I never
on it. So.
Nope. I know how to pick them. Got it right real early. So good for me.
Yeah.
But no, I've never. No, that's terrible. I couldn't do it though. That's the one thing to me. That's just the ultimate betrayal. I couldn't. No, you could literally like
that and killing them. Like killing them is probably the ultimate betrayal.
Why do you keep going back to killing people?
I watch a lot of killing documentaries. I'm on my guard. I know that's probably not blue Powerade. That is something else.
Blue Powerade. It's chloroform.
If Ryan ever gives me blue Powerade, I'm gonna smell this first.
Smell it first. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, sir.
You are not killing me today.
Want that blue Powerade.
I'm not about to die.
No one is dying today.
All right.
Okay.
I think that about wraps it up.
I think so too.
So
we did good.
Yeah. Do you guys want to know what we are going to talk about for our next episode?
Yeah. So on the next episode of the Millennial Monologues, we're going to have our very first guest join us in the studio.
And she's pretty interesting. She is really a very talented artist, but there is a twist about her and her work that honestly is so rare and so unique and cool that I had to have her on. And
this thing would stop most people from pursuing a hobby like this.
Right.
So it's very interesting. And she's really a cool person. She's got lots of cool things to say. And she's going to be willing to answer all the questions for us that some people may feel uncomfortable asking her. Not us.
You guys are definitely going to really want to watch this because
you're going to want to
watch. You're never going to meet a person like her, and you're going to want to know all these answers that she's about to tell us because
it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So make sure to join us next week. We go live every single Tuesday at 7 on the onairmedia.com website. Also live on Facebook and YouTube. And if you want to catch us afterwards, you can visit us at themillennialmonologues.com or you can listen to us on CastBox or iTunes on your phone. So thank you so much for joining us.
See you tomorrow.
See you next time, next week.
See you Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.